everyone, Lisa Ann with Lisa Ann Tarot. I have a twin flame check-in reading where we're going to look at sort of where we're at with the connection, where the divine masculine and the divine feminine are at. I have had a lot of things come up, a lot of guidance come up. And the goddess Isis has been kind of bringing herself forward as one of the original twin flames as well. So I have some guidance from her for the connection and for each counterpart. I pulled some animal spirits and what they're sort of bringing to the table for each one of the for the counterparts and for the connection. And then we have some other goodies going on. So today is the first date of my Mercury retrograde. So this is not the first time I've tried to record this reading. So fingers crossed that technology is my friend and we will get through it again. So let's get started. Okay, so let's start with, I'm going to start with the connection. Okay, so what we're going to look at is sort of what Isis has as her guidance, what the spirit animal is that's kind of guiding and protecting this connection. And then I have current energies, what they're currently working through, and then possible future energies, okay? All right, so let's start with Goddess Isis and what she has to say. So the first card is Goddess of 10,000 Names. If you have felt constrained by a role, name, or identity and are wishing for assistance in growing beyond it, or if you have sensed a new role or identity calling you into greater expression and would love some divine help in that growth, this oracle indicates the help you need is already within you, urging your growth from within. And then we have magic and ritual. Effect in the external world can be created through inner practice. Heart-centered ritual can support your inner path in the physical world. You are encouraged to embrace your power with regular practice as you grow in grace, love, ability, and wisdom, applying your inner beauty to transform your outer world. So what I'm getting with these two cards is that really you have the power within you to manifest and to make whatever you want. We are limitless. The only limits that we place on ourselves comes through fear and through ego. So as we work through things and become more whole within ourselves, we pull this connection into it. We pull it together. So it's our own self-love and our own inner knowing that becomes the glue that holds the connection together. And then we have the card, the animal spirit coming up. We have the lion. So the lion card, to me, this looks a lot like the strength card in the tarot. This is about protection. This is about majesty, about royalty. So the lion is coming forward, further letting this connection know that it is protected, that it is a royal connection. This is a king and a queen. And the guidance and everything that, goes into this. There's so much divine intervention and divine guidance and help right now for this connection that it is truly protected from the divine, protected by gods and goddesses, by ancestors and spirit. So the lion card is just coming up, letting you know that another confirmation of protection as well. All right, so let's take a look at the connection and sort of what the current energies are right now for the connection. So the first card out we have is victim. So this could indicate that the connection itself could be in some kind of separation, could be experiencing some kind of challenge. We have these hands that are kind of bound. Maybe there's something going on that's not allowing them to come together right at this moment. But it is showing just some sort of the current energies as being some sort of challenge. So this is further clarified by victory. So that tells me that whatever this challenge is that's kind of holding things out is going to be cleared soon. The victim card, we have the person with their hands kind of tied together, and in the victory card, their hands are loose and apart. So that tells me that these, the ropes or these things that are binding them are going to start to come loose, and they'll be free to sort of move together. We have the witch card, so this could indicate, manifestations. This is like the magician. This is, things that they're trying to manifest are going to start to take hold, and seeds that they've planted are going to start to grow. And, once these ropes are removed, it's kind of, they're limitless, as a couple. They can come together and really reap the power. We have the judgment card, so this is about alignment. This is about making sure that each counterpart is in alignment, and they both had judgment come out for a couple times for both of them. So this is really about alignment, making sure that all the different pieces of themselves, the shadow self, the inner child, all the personality pieces are all on the same page, and they're all kind of dancing to the same soul song. They're being authentic and, having integrity and all those, words, that they aren't wearing any false masks, and, everything is really in alignment. So the judgment card to me is the divine kind of stepping in and being like, here's your path, and kind of picking you up and putting you on your path. And then we have full circle. So the first full circle card to me just shows that, this connection has kind of made its way through all the phases, and they are really coming into like the final gate right now, the final turn, if you will, and are going to, line up with the final approach and, kind of drive it home. But, they still have some things that they're working out. There's still some healing that they're definitely taking care of. But once that healing is done and they are in alignment within themselves, that's when the ropes are going to come off, and they'll be able to kind of move forward. So what are they working through at this time? We have balancing the scales. So again, it's about balance. It's about alignment. It's about making sure that, the masculine is in his full power and the feminine is in her full power. And they have, their inner selves are balanced in order and in alignment in order for them to line up with each other. We have this further clarified by the rigid card. So there could be some things right now that they're kind of working through. There's a kind of a hard line that's possibly being taken, that could be causing an issue with them coming together. And they're just sort of working through that rigid barrier, because there's clarity coming. They're trying to reach clarity of their own situations and how their situation is going to come together. So, how they're going to make things work once they do come together. So this whole balancing act has to do with boundaries and getting clarity. We have moving on. So, moving away from things that no longer serve them. Maybe there are certain belief systems in the way. Maybe there are people in the way that they need to move on from in order for things to change and things to come together. And speaking of change, we have the Tower. So this is a major change going on with this connection right now. Like I said, it's sort of lining up for the final approach, getting in line with that runway and kind of driving it home. So this Tower event that they're going through right now is getting them sort of in place, I guess is the best way to put it. All right, so possible future energies here. We have new direction. So once, they get through and have this victory and these ropes are removed and they gain clarity, then their connection can take this new direction and start to come full circle. They can start to plan for the future, knowing that, they've come together and they can move forward now together and learn the lessons that they need to learn that are along their path as a couple. They've gained wisdom. So both parties right now have learned a lot. They've gone through a lot of karmic cleansing. They've gone through major life lessons. They're now whole. They're now balanced individually. And able to survive on their own. So they've gained a lot of wisdom about themselves and about life, and about this connection now coming together. When we start out on this journey and when we end, we're two different people, because we do grow and change and learn throughout the process. So by the time you do come back together, you know a lot more than you did when you started out. And that culmination of that wisdom that you bring to the table, both of you, really builds a firm foundation for the connection to build on. When the foundation is stable and level and secure, then anything they put on that foundation will last and will thrive and survive. And then we have the union card. So we are right, sort of, like I said, lining up right in that final approach to union, and the healing that's taking place on both sides, whether or not you can see it in the physical right now, there is a lot going on behind the scenes. And, it's really starting to bring the two people into alignment. There's a lot of mirroring going on. There's you can see the alignment really starting to take shape. Which is, I'm getting like chills just thinking about how close we really are here. So let's take a look at the masculine. So for the goddess Isis wants the masculine to know, this is the lunar queen, there is a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles, of rest and replenishment, and as essential to balance, are actions of power and demonstration. You are asked to allow this replenishment for yourself now, trusting that you are in a cycle of creation that is about to shift into a new phase. Release and enjoy the process without having to control or force it. And then we have a little blessing here from Isis as well for the divine masculine. Pillar of light. Pillar of light, burning bright. Earth star below, soul star above. Burn away all that is not light. Transform all into unconditional love. Star of Isis, descend, your blessing and peace without end. Grace me now with peace and protection, completely embraced by divine perfection. Okay, so you have a blessing from Isis that just went out over all the divine masculines, and she's also letting you know that, in order to come into balance, you have to invoke more of your feminine energy within you, reattach to your emotions, become more nurturing, and really come into balance with that. Let go of any control issues. Stop trying to control your emotions. Stop trying to control the situation, and just let things be. Let things unfold naturally. You'll cause yourself a lot of stress and a lot of waste a lot of energy trying to, it's like trying to control a runaway train. You can't. You just have to kind of let it be. So the card that we're getting here for the masculine is the dolphin. So the dolphin to me is about divine protection. It's about guidance. And this is further protection from the divine to the masculines, knowing that they're going through this healing, and really stepping in to help them kind of get into alignment with themselves. Okay, let's take a look at the masculine and where he is in his headspace when he thinks about this connection. So the first card out when he thinks of this connection is the Empress. This is further clarified by the Emperor. So this is the Divine Feminine. He is the Emperor to her Empress. In his headspace, he knows that they are a perfect match. He knows that they are a power couple. That they're meant to be, that this is destiny. So he knows in his head that, this is meant to be. And then we have the Page of Cups. So this is the one, the feminine is the one that he wants to give his cup to. She's the one for him. He knows this. He knows that there's nobody else that's going to bring to the table what she brings for him. So he's got this already in his head. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. So he knows that he was holding on to some heartbreak and some resentment, maybe from past experiences, from past relationships that was really getting in the way. So he's really working through kind of letting go of this, letting go of that energy. And then we have the King of Swords coming through to clarify that. So he's the King of Swords. He's in his head. He knows that he needs to be strong, and he needs to be come forward correct, and he needs to have all his ducks in a row, and he can't be very logical about his approach as well. So letting go of that past heartbreak and sorrow, he knows that that's logically, he knows that he can't stay there. He knows that he needs to go forward. I've done many readings. It keeps doing that. I've done many readings this week where the Divine Masculine has come out as the King of Swords. So in his head, he knows that he has to come correct and has to logically approach this connection with his head and do it the right way. This is further clarified by the Angel de la Nuit. So that is a card of prayers being answered, that his wishes, the things that he wants, the divine knows what it is that he truly wants, and it's ready to deliver that. As like a gift for all of the heartbreak that he went through. He's being gifted this connection now, so that things will get easier. We have the Nine of Cups that come out. So this connection is his wish. This connection is what he wants. This is further clarified by Temperance. So the Twin Flame Angel is coming down to help him reconnect with the emotions of that. To know that this is what you asked for and this is what we're granting, and it's okay to feel about it, because he's a little confused. He's been so much in his headspace and out of his heart space and detached from his emotions that he's really finding it hard to wrap his head around how he's feeling. So Temperance is stepping in to help him reconnect to that. We have the Star. So this is what he's healing. He's healing, reconnecting to his head to his heart. He's healing, letting go of this resentment and of this heartbreak. And this is further clarified by the Wheel. So this healing that he's doing is part of his destiny. It's part of getting him on his path to what he deserves and what he needs in his life. And, wishes being granted, Nine of Cups. And lastly, he's building strength. So he's building strength in his head because he knows that coming forward with communication, Eight of Wands, is going to take some strength on his part, because he knows he has a lot of truth to bring forward. He knows he has a lot to talk about because he has been wearing a false mask, and he has been hiding his emotions and his feelings. So he's got a lot to deliver to this, to his feminine, and she is still the Queen of Swords in her head. So she's ready with her sword, like she's cutting. She doesn't want any crap, like don't come correct or don't come at all. And he knows this, so he's a little leery about coming forward with that. But he's very nostalgic for better days, and he's very nostalgic for coming full circle and bringing this connection back to where it was, back to better times. So that's where he's in his headspace. In his heart space, when he thinks of this connection, where is the divine masculine? Well, in his heart space, he is the Knight of Pentacles. So he wants to come forward. He wants to bring forward this solid offer. He has this pentacle that he wants to offer to the feminine. He wants to walk away from things that no longer serve him in his heart. He wants to be able to lose the resentment and walk away from, his old feelings and things. And he wants this new beginning. He wants to, find his Two of Cups. But he also wants to come forward with the truth. He wants the truth to be known. Because in his heart, he wants reunion. He wants to come together with this feminine. He knows that they can build a strong foundation and come together as a family and build together. And then we have the Star. So the Star is about healing. It's about healing his feelings. He might have been in the past possibly against coming back together. Maybe warding off relationships or not wanting to get into anything serious. So the Star is coming in, giving him hope and helping him heal, giving him something to celebrate. Three of Cups. Because he has this cup of love that he wants to bring forward, this heartfelt communication, this message, this apology that he wants to bring forward to his feminine. He's been working hard, Eight of Pentacles, learning the lessons that he needs because he wants to bring this, he wants to come forward with his truth to the Queen of Pentacles. So the feminine is in his heart as the Queen of Pentacles. He sees her as, she's got it all. She makes things happen. She gets things done. She's, beautiful. She's, she's got, everything, the whole total back package. And he holds that image in his heart. He wants to lose this worry and get out of the self-imposed prison that he's in, and come forward and collaborate with her because he has a lot of passion for her. He has a lot of passion in his heart that he wants to share with her. And then we have the Moon. So the moon cycles are going to be very, very important this time around. So we have the new moon coming sort of mid-month, and then we have a full moon at the end of the month. So these next two moon cycles are going to be all about destiny, and it's going to be all about getting to the heart of the matter and, really kind of pushing people through their healing, places where they've possibly been putting off healing, they're going to have to address it. So this is going to be very powerful and very, very good for them. So having the moon in his heart space is good as well because that's a feminine energy. And that's right where it belongs. It's, very emotional. And it's going to help kind of heal up and clear away. We have another Three of Swords in reverse here in his heart space. So the resentment and this heartbreak and this deception that he's had in his past is going to be cleared as well, not only in his thoughts and the way he thinks, but in his heart, opening up space for new beginnings and new things to come in. We have the Seven of Pentacles, so this is the reason for this pause right now, so that this healing can take place, so that this energy can be cleared to make way for new things to come. Okay, in his physical space, when he thinks of this connection, where is he at? Okay. The first thing is the Ace of Swords. So he wants to come forward with his truth. He knows his truth. In his physical, he knows his truth. He knows who he wants to be and who he wants to be with. It's just a matter of how to get that done. This is clarified by the Hierophant. So this is the truth about this connection. He's learning the truth about this connection and how he feels about it. The truth about his feminine and who she is to him. because in his physical world, he is the King of Cups. He's now reattaching to his emotions. His heart is healing, so he's starting to feel. He's reattached to his emotions. He's kind, he's caring, he's welcoming and compassionate. He wants to start to collaborate, start to work together, to come forward to her. But he's still juggling some things. He's still, working out some things in his physical life that could be sort of holding him back from that. And then this is further clarified with the moon. So again, something is going to happen with this moon cycle that's going to help him to get more clarity and kind of break through that juggling type of energy. We have the Judgment card. So divine intervention is coming in again to make sure that he's in alignment, that he can dig through the layers of crap that he's piled on himself and really get to the heart of the matter, exactly what it is in his heart that he wants, because he's going to learn the truth, the Ace of Swords, that he wants this Queen of Wands, who is his feminine. So in the physical world, the feminine is the Queen of Wands, and I think she comes out in her physical space, I believe. She's the single mom. She's doing it. She's, got her life in order. She's going ahead with her life. She's doing her healing, taking care of herself. And, he sees that. He sees her progress and sees her as this queen. We have the Six of Wands. So this is about claiming victory. This is about public recognition and, being awarded for a job well done. So he knows that he's worked hard and he's got his eye on the prize, is the way I take that. That he knows that, she is the prize and this connection is what he wants, and he's really looking forward to that coming. This is clarified by the World. So to me, that means that the cycle that he's currently in is coming to a close, and he's going to be able to claim victory. He's going to be able to, Page of Pentacles, bring this solid offer forward. We have the Seven of Swords reversed. So he's breaking free of this deceptive energy that he's been in. This is clarified by the Judgment card and the Tower. Yeah, the Judgment card and the Tower. So for me, what this means is that because we are clearing away any false masks, we're clearing away anything that is not in alignment with our true selves. And the Judgment card is about alignment and is about, making sure that you're living authentically and living the life that you're meant to live. So a lot is going to change in his life with this Judgment card clarifying the Seven of Swords energy. So he's going to lose the false mask. He's going to drop this deceptive energy and really come forward as the King of Cups with his feelings. We see that he's looking at coming forward with the truth and with a heartfelt apology. So this mask that he's wearing, this energy of hiding his feelings, is going to be cleared in his physical space, because this difficult time is coming to an end with the Ten of Swords. There will be forward movement once that cycle closes and he loses that mask, that false mask. So once he comes into his authentic self as the king, as the King of Cups, this connection will move forward. They'll be able to have a more even give and take, Six of Pentacles between the two of them, and finally reach this long term, this Ten of Pentacles. So that is going to, and this being in the physical space means that it's not just going to be an energetic type connection, that they're really going to be able to solidify this down in the physical plane, which means union, which means they're going to lose the ropes, and the whole thing is going to come full circle. So that totally lines up with the connective energies as it played out. Okay, what is he healing at this time? So he's healing control. He's healing control issues, trying to control his emotions, trying to control his feelings and control his environment, and control destiny. You can't control destiny. Like, you have to, it's like trying, like I said, trying to hold up a runaway train. You just can't. You have to kind of go with the flow. And even in the Isis guidance, it was about really allowing things to happen in your life, knowing that you deserve everything that you have coming to you, and being really open and receptive to receiving it. So this is a number 10 card. So this is something that he is healing, and with the closing of this cycle, in probably within this month sometime, his control issues are going to be under control. All right, so the Divine Masculine has a couple messages here. So one is, I'm trying to be strong and fight my feelings for you. So here we have control. So he's still trying to control his feelings. He's trying to be strong, and thinks that, you know, sometimes these energetic connections can be so overwhelming that you lose control, or that you feel like you're losing control because you just can't suppress the feelings and the amount of feelings that you have. So he feels he's trying to be strong and not lose control, but everything is guiding him to let go of that control, and that it's okay to feel those feelings. Those feelings are natural. Those feelings are good. He says, I want to return. I will very soon. Okay, we see that. We see that that's what's unfolding here. I've had a sudden realization about my life and about our connection. Well, yeah, you've had a lot of judgment cards here. You've had a lot of time to review. So he's really had this aha moment. This tower moment has come through. And then it's time for him to really accept this connection back into reality here. Okay? So now we're going to take a look at the feminine. Okay. All right. So for the feminine, for Isis, we have Flower of Life. You are entering a fertile period of your life. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender your control over how things will manifest, and instead allow them to do so. Don't resist change. Instead, go with the flow. Let it happen. Now is the time for your blossoming. And then we have Divine Sunchild. Blessings of the sun flow to you now. It is time to allow your life to flourish without limits. Let your light burn bright and without veil, just like the midsummer sun burning without contest in the Egyptian desert. It's time. It is your time to shine bright. So again, Isis is letting the Divine Feminines know that their time is here. Their time to shine is here. They've done all this hard work. They've learned all the lessons. Life has been fucking hard up until this point. And you'll see when I get through all her things, she's got major arcanas, like all of them, which to me means that this is a major turning point in her life. She's learned the hard lessons. And it's time for her to take a new direction and accept the blessings that are coming, and the easier time and the love and everything she's asked for, and just enjoy her life. And this, you know, what we have coming up here is signaling that major change in the way her life has been. Okay, and, you know, the cards from Isis also confirm that. For her card, for her spirit animal, we have the horse. So the horse is about strength. The horse is about forward movement, and persevering. So I mean, that's very fitting for her journey. She still has a lot of healing and a lot of hard work still going on right now. But like the card says, this is like the turning point. Things are going to get easier. Don't give up right before the blessing, because it's like right here. And sometimes like truly get into that sweet spot of surrender and just allowing things to unfold naturally. When we hold on too tight to the how and the when and the how and the why, that's where all that stress and, you hear people say, I can't, like, I'm in pain. I can't, if he doesn't come back to me, I'm going to, like, fall apart. I can't do this. I can't. And it's that stress and that pain that you're inflicting on yourself because you're just holding on too tight to that outcome. So being able to kind of get in the flow, and I know it's hard because I struggle too, but really getting in that flow of surrender and just say, you know what, I know this is meant to be, and when it happens, it happens. And I'm ready for it, and I'm ready for it not to be there. It's just, it needs to happen in its own time. And she's got, like I said, she's got a lot to process and a lot going on. That should be the last thing on her mind right now. Okay, so let's look at her headspace. Let's look at where the feminine is in her headspace when she thinks about this connection at this time. So the first card out, we have Temperance. So divine intervention is stepping in to help her temper her emotions, to help her get a grip on, her mind and really get her to focus her intentions and focus on her life and her lessons and what she needs to do. Because she's trying really hard to manifest the Magician. She wants a more even give and take with her masculine. She wants to bring this connection into balance. But she needs to be in alignment, Judgment. She needs to be in alignment with what she truly wants, with her core values, with who she's supposed to be, before all that can work. So she's building strength. Because right now she's stuck with the Devil's energy. She's in a holding pattern. Her hands are tied here. Because there's a transformation taking place, the Death card. She needs to let things that no longer serve her, let go of her control issues, let go of all these things and allow these things to fall apart so that something new can come. And this is causing a tower moment right now for her. But the sun is going to shine, which is the good news. So the tower, even though it's destruction and it's, we have the death, which is dying of things, it's all about getting you to a point of rebirth, getting you to the point where you can allow these new beginnings to take shape, getting you cleared out so that you have the room to accept new blessings coming in. Because in her head, she's still the Queen of Swords, matched to his King of Swords in his headspace. She wants to cut through the crap. She wants the truth, Ace of Swords. She wants to know the truth of this situation. How does he feel? They may have had sporadic communication. It might not have been meaty enough. But she wants the truth. She wants to know this open and honest communication, like what's going on. Because she wants forward movement, the Chariot. Now, the Chariot is also about balance. It's about balancing the light and the dark. So as you can see, she has some alignment and some balance things going on here as well. Because she's stressed out, Nine of Swords. Because she's unbalanced, because she's not in alignment, and she's worrying too much about the wrong things. So within the moon cycle, we have the moon here, getting her emotions in check, kind of going with the flow and letting things flow, she'll be able to start to plan. She can start to plan her future. Get her mind straight is what I'm getting with that. Get her mind in the right place. Sometimes we focus so much on our masculine and we focus so much on our union that we lose focus on what we're supposed to really be doing. So in her headspace, she has, I didn't even count them, like pretty much all major arcanas in her headspace. So that means that she has a major, major change going on in the way she thinks about this connection and the way she needs to approach things in her headspace. Take a look at where she's at in her heart space. First card out is the Hanged Man. So in her heart space, she's kind of taking a pause. We know that they're taking a pause as far as a connection is concerned while the scales balance. But this is also about taking a different perspective, getting a different perspective. she, maybe in her, we have the Seven of Swords reversed for her as well in her heart space. So maybe she needs to let go of, maybe she might have been wearing a false mask with her emotions as a response to the masculine. Maybe she had some relationships and some things that she might have been holding on to in her heart that just no longer serve her, that she needs to get rid of. So she needs to walk away from what no longer serves her, and sort of leave behind what she doesn't need to go in search of her Two of Cups, which would be with her masculine. So she's hanging in there. She's persevering. During this downtime, she's really, kind of cleaning house is what I'm getting, because she wants to manifest. She wants to manifest this new opportunity with her masculine. But she's feeling a little down, a little depressed in her heart, kind of thinking, well, maybe it's not coming. I don't see any evidence of it. So, maybe doubting a little bit of this connection. But she does want it. She wants the long term, which is a match to his physical space. She knows that he is her Ten of Pentacles. She knows that together they can build and have everything. This is about family. This is about finances. This is about pretty much having everything you ever wanted. So she's still holding that picture in her heart. And this is clarified by the Ace of Cups. So she's got her cup full and she's got it ready. And she knows that she's ready to give it to the masculine when he comes forward. And she wants to claim victory over that. Because she wants reunion, Four of Wands in her heart. There's nothing more that she wants in her heart than to come together and build with her masculine. And in her heart, she is the Queen of Cups, which is what she should be. She's in touch with her emotions. She's kind. She's compassionate. And that's a match to his King of Cups in his physical space. So she wants to come out of this rough patch and into calmer waters. I just want to get over all this healing. I want to get to the easy peasy stuff. I want to, I just want to get to the finish line. So in her heart, she's still a little torn. She's still kind of clearing things out. She's persevering, hanging in there. But at the very heart of the matter, she has her masculine and her union with her masculine and everything that brings to her. In her physical space, we have the Two of Wands. So she's still making plans. She's still, looking towards her future. She's still, still got hope and dreams and, really wants to take hold of the world to move forward and manifest this new beginning, this Page of Pentacles, have this offer coming forward. And the Knight of Cups, this cup of love that she has to give. In her physical, she's the Queen of Cups, which is a match, again, to his physical space. And she wants to share her cup with this masculine. So she has her cup full, and she's waiting for his cup so that they can come together and reunite and have this new beginning. This is her wish that she wants. We have the Six of Swords. So as much as she wants that in her heart space, she wants to see that in her physical. She's working on that in her physical. Because in her physical space, she is the Queen of Wands, which is a match as how he sees her in his physical space. She's doing her work. She's taking care of business. She's doing what she has to do because she wants to be able to celebrate with him. She wants to manifest this communication, and still has hope, and the divine is coming in to help her, have the patience that she needs to wait for it. To also temper the emotion. So when this communication comes in, that she's able to receive it in the right way. You have to, even though in her headspace she's the Queen of Swords, and she's very cutting and kind of cut through the crap and very cutting with her words. In her physical space, she's the Queen of Cups, which is what she needs to be in order to receive this communication compassionately and nurturing. It's taking the masculine a lot to be able to come forward with this heartfelt communication, with this apology, with his truth. It's a lot for him. So she needs to receive it in the right way, and the divine is stepping in to help her with this leap of faith, with this new beginning. So she still does have a little bit of confusion here with the Seven of Cups, because, like I said, she's not seeing it in the physical. She's not seeing a lot of the stuff that's going on behind the scenes. She doesn't know how close they are to this union. So she has, she's a little kind of like hoping she didn't miss the bus on it, miss out on an opportunity, which gives her a little bit of heartbreak, but she's still nostalgic. She's still hopeful, for the better times are coming, that he will return. This is the soulmate card, someone coming back. So she's holding out for him to come back in her physical world. So what is she healing right now? She's healing getting clear. This is a 41, which is a 5 card, which indicates a major life change. And like I said before, she's got a whole lot of arcanas going on over here, and that is about a major life change. So her world is about to be rocked. Her world is about to, do a complete turnaround. And it's going to happen like that. As soon as these cycles close, and as soon as they're both on the same path, it's going to happen fairly quickly. And it's just going to be like one day she's going to wake up, and it's just going to be, all unicorns and rainbows, right? No, but it's going to happen fast, and her life is going to take a turn for the better. So the message that the feminine has now for the masculine: I would love to see you more often. I'm trying to be patient and understanding, which we already see with her being the Queen of Cups in her heart space and in her physical space. And it says, let's take a chance. So she's, she's open, she's ready. She wants to take a chance. She wants to be receptive to him. And, hear what he has to say, and really take this leap of faith and, embark on this new beginning. So guidance from the romance angels, we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Flirt and extend your lighthearted energies to others. And wedding. This situation involves marriage. So yeah, this connection is the Ten of Pentacles. This connection is truly destined and protected. And, this is the love of lifetimes. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of energy. They've been together energetically for a long time. And it's just a matter of pulling this energy down now to the physical. And they're right there. They're right at the finish line, and it's, this is a good reading. So let's take a look at some of the bottom of the decks here. So for the feminine, for her bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. So her whole theme here is about filling her cup. It's about having her cup of self-love full and ready and waiting for that masculine to come so that she can share the Two of Cups here with him. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. So she's doing her work. She's learning her lesson. She's really digging in and getting the work done, getting it done. We have the answers are within. So we had that as a theme for the connection, as Isis would say. You have the power within you, to get this done. Bottom of the deck for the connection. Let me get the cards here. Bottom of the deck for the connection, we have cycles. So I said, the cycles of this moon, the new moon and then the full moon at the end of the month are going to be key for this connection and for the collective that I channel. And just have determination. Just hang in there. Kind of put your head down. You're in the home stretch. You're almost there. Because we have justice for the, this is for the masculine bottom of the deck. We have justice. So we do have this balance coming in, this balancing of scales. coming in for him. And that's what he's trying to achieve, is this inner balance. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles for him. So this is about learning his individual lessons. This is about learning to be all he needs to be on his own, and finding his inner balance, and having that one pentacle to add to his 9, making it 10. Okay. Bottom of the deck for the romance angels, calling in your soulmate. So this is a destined connection. Practicing your affirmations, keeping your thoughts positive, and really believing and trusting in the journey is what's going to really guide this connection down the right road. And then in closing, I have final words from Isis. And it says, the miracle of Isis. Isis offers a miracle healing. So this is a healing prayer that's going out to all twins that are drawn to this reading. It says, Isis offers a miracle healing. No matter how much you have struggled with a particular matter, no matter how impossible it may seem to imagine your life without this old wound, addiction, problem, relationship issue, or inner struggle being a part of it, you are guided now to accept the possibility of miraculous healing. Let go and let the goddess be. So on that note, I thank you for watching. I hope that resonates. We will check back in on or around the new moon, and I'm sending so much love. I am available for private readings. You can check my website at lisaanntarot.com and follow me on all the socials at Lisa Ann Tarot. So thank you for joining me this evening. Have a good night.